Okay, Sam, and start the beginning of the first episode. And action. I love our intro, just so we're all on the same page.
I do like our intro as well. It's really cool. It's really fun. It's really chic.
You guys are back in the stew.
We're back in the studio. We rent our own studio out.
Yeah, because we're rich.
I'm so glad you guys can't see what's in front of me because now I'm having like a ADHD, like I have to clean my room moment. And
look at our background.
But I updated the background. I hope you like it. I put a lot of things lower and I added a bunch of photos and stuff that we've had that we just haven't, I haven't put up.
Yep.
But I was sick of watching the podcast and just seeing the blue.
You were sick of watching the podcast.
I was sick of watching the podcast and seeing nothing. So I added all these things so you guys could have like a fun background. I'm hoping the lighting isn't messing with it too much, like the glass on the...
Oh, if that's the case, we can always raise the lights up a lot higher.
True.
And that will help too. But did you guys miss us? Did you miss the stew? We've been off the stew for how many episodes? 3 or 4. I think 3.
And it's made me kind of sad.
Yeah.
Because I love it here.
Bitch, we're back. We are so back.
We're back!
Everybody's at Coachella watching Lady Gaga
perform seances. Can I tell you that I started watching the Final Destination series?
Nope.
So
that might not be on our list.
So good. It's not what I expected.
That's so interesting to me because I feel like Final Destination and Saw, not the same obviously concept of anything, but I feel like the same vibe of game type of weird something involved. I don't know. Or maybe it's just like
there's no game,
a time period thing, like when those movies all came out. I think they all came out around the same time period, so I just think of them as like kind of lumped together.
But so I finished the 4th one last night, which Dad happened to get home as I was starting the 4th one, and he was like, "Oh, what is this Final Destination?" Well, at first he was like, "Give me a second, hold on, Final Destination," and I was like, "Yep."
Is it like the other scary movies where like the 4th or 5th one is some weird ass thing like Final Destination Aqua?
Well, no. So technically, the 4th one I guess was 3D. Because everything they were doing...
What's the difference?
Dad was like...
Sharknado.
Dad was like, I think this one was in 3D because you can tell by the way they're shooting the camera that things are supposed to be coming at you.
Yeah.
So the first one is what starts it all, of course. Duh.
Really?
But, so I thought Final Destination was just people just dying in random ways. I didn't know what the plot was. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what was behind it all. I'm just like, oh, people are dying in crazy ways. And, like, people are scared in real life. Like, people on the highway don't drive behind trucks with those logs anymore because of Final Destination.
It sounds like an everyday life, actually.
So, the first one is a airplane crash. So, the main character, he gets on the plane. They're going on a trip to France. It's flight 180, okay? Pay attention.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am paying attention, but we didn't tell the audience.
No.
I took a...
You're high in the sky.
I'll bleep it, I guess. I had a gummy, and it hit at the wrong time. I'm fine. I'm not like high as in like I can't operate a motor vehicle, but I'm high in the sense of like I keep noticing I'm not paying attention, and I'm like, you know how you're just like ADHD not paying attention, but you're still like you could really convince somebody you're still in it. No, I'm in the...
That's why I was like, pay attention.
Staring into the darkness.
Yeah, you're not paying attention.
Which was funny though, because I was listening to you, but it was like I was listening to you in a tunnel. So if you guys notice, I'm a little weirdo, cuckoo. Hopefully I'm not. Hopefully I'm vibing, because that's the whole reason I'm taking these. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
So anyways, flight 180.
Flight
180.
Flight 180.
Main character gets on the plane. All the kids, the students are on the plane. He sits in the very back in his designated seat, okay? And these 2 hot chicks walk up and they're like, "Oh, can you switch seats with Bethany?" Because I don't even remember their names, but we're just going to say her name's Bethany. "Can you switch seats with Bethany so that I could sit next to Bethany and you could sit next to Todd?" I at least remember Todd's name. And Todd's like, no, because he wants to sit next to the hot chick. And he was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." So he goes and sits next to Todd. Also, if you guys notice I'm lisping, I have my wisdom teeth are deciding to grow again. So I have like canker sores back here. So I lisp at moments. I've noticed today when I'm talking, sometimes I get a little bit of a lisp because I'm trying to avoid. Anyways, ADHD. So the plane starts going, and it's a little bumpy, and everyone's like, ooh, ooh, oh my God. And then it kind of goes flat, and they're like, yeah! They're all like... They didn't die yet! They didn't die! So they're like, yeah, you did it, we did it. And all of a sudden it's like, boom, 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 boom. And everyone's like, oh, oh. So all the mask things fall down. The side of the plane explodes. People start flying out the hole. And then it really explodes. And you just see blood and guts everywhere. And then the fire. And then all of a sudden it goes, and it tunes back into the guy's eye. And he's like, and he's in the plane.
Okay.
He's in the plane. Like, the crash didn't happen yet.
Right.
So he gets up and he's like, and he starts seeing everything that he just saw happen again. And he's like, we need to get off this plane.
Right, because they're trying to stop things from
and everyone's
happening.
everyone's like, what are you talking about? He's like, this plane's gonna blow up if you guys don't get off. And everyone's like, well, good one, buddy, but that's not funny to say. Like,
good one, buddy. I'd be like, get this bitch off the plane.
He's like, no, we need to get off the fucking plane. So the typical jock and his like hottie girlfriend, they're like, oh my God. And the jock's being like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, blah, blah, blah. So everyone starts fighting. Todd's brother tells him to go. He's like, go check on him, make sure he's okay. So 7 people get off the plane, okay? I'm surprised it wasn't 6.
7 days.
But 7 people get off the plane.
Today's the day.
The two teachers, shut up. The 2 teachers do get off. The one that speaks more French, like that's like really, really fluent in French, ends up getting back on the plane, and the other teacher stays. So they're like, what was that about? Like talking to him. And he's like, I had this vision that the plane's going to blow up. I'm telling you guys it's going to blow up. And they're all like, yeah, okay. So him and the jock start fighting. One of the other guys that got off the plane is looking out the window like, wow, there they go. Gonna get to France before us. And all of a sudden, the plane explodes. And everyone's like, the fuck? And then it's like, Final Destination. So in each one of these, whatever they deem the main character has a vision. So the first one is the plane crash. The second one is the highway pileup. Third one is the roller coaster crash. Fourth one was the they were watching like NASCAR, and one of the cars flips up into the crowd. And the number 180 is a part of it as well. So like in the second one,
I'm fixing your tags are hanging out.
I think the second one they were like on either Route 180 or by exit 180.
Okay.
The third one, in the end, she was on the train, and when she looked in the mirror, the train number backwards was 180. Okay. And then in the fourth one, everyone that was in row, like this chunk of 180 at the racetrack died. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see what the fifth one's going to be. And then I guess there's a new one coming out.
That's what I was just going to say.
I didn't do this on purpose.
Okay, I thought that's what I was going to say. I was like, oh, you're doing this on purpose.
No,
like,
I didn't. I literally was like home Tuesday, and we were going to pod Tuesday. So I was like, you know what? I'll just see what movies are. And
Did you have a premonition about dying at a Final Destination movie in a theater? Is this
that did happen in the fourth one?
180? Is this your 180?
They better not be.
You're not going to that movie.
If I think too deep about these movies, it does creep me out.
That's why I don't watch Final Destination, because these are that I don't like watching movies where I'm like, oh, that could really happen.
But
no, not like that. I don't like that practical shit.
But I will say.
What do we give it?
What was I gonna say?
What was this? What's the score? What do we give it?
Oh,
because you've seen a lot of movies.
I don't know if I'd score. Well,
good, bad, good enough.
Oh, I loved them.
Okay.
I think they're really good. It's been a long time since I've watched a movie where I'm literally screaming from a kill.
Oh.
Because I didn't think it was going to happen. Or if it did happen, I was like, no, like I was hoping I was wrong.
What did you think like nostalgia wise? Because those are older movies. Like they're not old, obviously. They're not like the ones that you and I have been watching, but
no.
They're
I think they do
early 2000s movies.
I think they did a brilliant job.
Good job. Like I think
it was not cheesy in my opinion.
Because I was gonna say, I feel like I Know What You Did Last Summer, Final Destination, Scream. Those are all the same like time frame, same era,
classics,
which are really fun. I think horror was really funny and like spaghetti, I think it's what they call it, or something like that. Like, I don't know. It was campier type of horror.
I liked it,
which I really liked, and versus where old school horror that we've been watching.
Yeah, those are cheesy as hell.
Those are cheesy as fuck, but they're incredible.
Oh, but they're so good at the same
They're
time.
so good, but they are so horribly done. But at the time, like, you and I joke around all the time when we watch them, like, I wish that we could be like our dad when he first watched them.
Yeah, because they were
Losing their
terrified.
fucking
Yeah,
minds.
they thought it was brilliant.
They're like, blood and guts. And meanwhile, we're watching it like, okay, that's a bowl of spaghetti. That's a bottle of ketchup. Okay, cool.
And like they would pan away. So like one moment you see an axe going towards a lady and you're like, oh my God. And then it cuts back and then all of a sudden she has an axe on her face.
Correct. Yeah. The special
you're like-
effects were like, yikes.
You're like, okay, versus Final Destination, you think they're not going to show it and they fucking show it.
Oh, and it's only going to get crazier when they put the new one out.
You want to know a funny one?
Sure.
Okay, guy, he's an asshole.
Well,
and he made a bunch
deserved it.
of homophobic jokes. So this is why
Definitely deserved
this
it.
is why his death was kind of funny. So he's in the pool, okay? He has a lucky coin.
Okay.
And his lucky that's gay already.
That's so gay.
His lucky coin, he somehow lost it. It fell into the pool. So he dives into the pool.
That's a lucky.
And the Grim Reaper, I guess we'll call it in these movies, that's coming after them. Like they were supposed to die at the track and it didn't happen. So the Grim Reaper's like, well, I'm going to kill you anyway.
Yeah.
So
Our time has come.
the Grim Reaper turns on the pool so that it drains it. So there's suction happening. So he goes in to dive for his coin and his ass gets stuck in this hole on the bottom of the pool. So I'm watching this with Dad and I was like, Dad, his intestines are going to get sucked out through his asshole. They did.
Yeah.
They fucking did.
And that's how it should be. That's how it should be.
If you're going to be a homophobic bigot, you get your intestines sucked out through your ass.
Not by some hot guy named Brick in jail.
No, you don't get that luxury of dropping your soap.
You don't get that, okay? You get it unlubed too, okay?
Yeah. I didn't think they were going to, that was one of them I was like, I don't know if that's how he's going to die. And then I was like, there's no other way. He has to, like, we've heard about the suction, like you shouldn't be using like a bottle on your pussy.
Yes.
You'll suck out your innards.
Yeah.
The same thing with an asshole, man.
You'll suck your innards out.
And he did. And then you know what happened? So it explodes out his innards and then all of his guts fall and then the lucky coin lands with his guts.
These movies are crazy. That's crazy.
Some lady gets pummeled by a flying tire. She's like yelling at all them. Fucking George. He was my favorite character in the fourth one. He got hit by an ambulance.
My God.
Twice! Because he has a premonition about a future death and then he comes back and George is like blah 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 again and then he gets hit by an ambulance and I was like, we could have saved him.
Oh no. Do I look bad right now?
What? Where is this coming from?
I didn't think about that.
You look fine to me. You look like you. I don't know.
So me, it's fine.
So what do you mean by that?
So what do you mean? I'm just like fine.
What are you saying? I just look okay?
What else is going on? Because you guys haven't missed us because we've been here, but we've been gone for a while.
I am debt free.
Oh, that's great.
So
You.
if anybody, well, not officially, but with the debt that I gave Green Path, I am debt free.
Green Path.
So if anybody is looking for help on consolidating your debt and becoming debt free in a very easy way where they'll deal with the creditors, they'll, figure out an amount that they will pay them.
We are not sponsored.
We should be though. So Green
wish.
Path, if you want to sponsor me, let me know.
Us?
Because me as in us, yeah, we're together. Not really though, we're just sisters. If you want to sponsor the podcast, let us know because what?
Nothing.
Did you say we could be?
No, I said we're sisters.
Oh, okay. I was like, don't you dare say we could be. That's disgusting. Let's not start rumors here. You're not my type anyway.
I'm tired of rumors starting. I'm sick of being followed.
But yeah, I paid off $6,000 of debt that I had.
That's it.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. $6,000.
That's a lot for little old me.
No, I know that, but I'm saying
I paid off $6,000 in a year and a half.
That's insane. That's insane. But also, that's like peanuts. I would love to be able to do that right now.
So now I just have a little bit of medical debt. Who doesn't in America?
Yeah.
And then,
come on now.
Sadly, before Target decided to be an a-hole, I got a Target credit card, and I just got to pay that off and say bye because Target doesn't support people anymore.
Nope. We can't have nice things anymore.
Yeah, I'm technically debt free from the debt that I had with Green Path. They were phenomenal. The nicest people ever. Like, when I would message in the little chats, because I hate calling people, so I would just message them and be like, hey, what is this about? And sometimes I'd be like, explain this to me like I'm 5. Like, I don't know what you're saying.
No, literally.
They were so good to me.
Nobody understands that stuff because they don't teach it to us. Like, they don't teach it to us. And then like,
nope.
Hi, wake up, people. I just want, like, okay, if you're a millennial or younger, I need you to start realize something. Our parents don't know shit either.
No.
So you can't get mad when they didn't teach you how to do certain things if they were never taught them. Because either A, it didn't exist, which a lot of things were like that. B, they don't know because no one ever taught them. Okay? Or C, they're just dumb. You can only do so much, okay?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't blame my parents for a lot of things that they did or didn't do with us because majority of them, they didn't know what they were doing either.
No.
And now as a parent, I'm sitting over here being like, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants.
Seriously.
I'm just like, all right, we'll see if this works. I always say that if you have to think about your life as having a toolbox, and you can only build and fix so many things with the tools that you have in that toolbox. Mm-hmm. If you only have 2 tools and you're asking someone to build, like, you know, a big thing, you know, a house or whatever, and they got 2 tools,
my tiny home,
they have to figure it out in a very different way than someone who has fucking Black & Decker from top to bottom and can build a house in 2 seconds. Like, that's what people have to think about at all times, is just try to remember that, like, your parents, when they turned 18, they were given a toolbox and they were only given so many tools. True. Compared to what we're given, and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
and
it goes down the chain.
Sympathy for your parents, because they were stupid too. They were stupid at 25 doing stupid shit.
I learned even young how especially mom would always say, never get a credit card, which of course I didn't listen. I was like, okay, she's lying. But she would say, adult person. She's like, your father and I would get a bunch of credit cards. She's like, half the stuff in this house is based off of credit cards. Like, we got because we had credit cards. Yeah. She's like, if we didn't have credit cards, we wouldn't have been able to get it. She's like, but had we not done those credit cards, we would have so much money right now.
Yeah, you just don't think about that stuff.
Nope. You don't think about the future. You're thinking about the now. You're like, okay, well, I need this now.
Did you guys know you were coming to the financial podcast of the century?
Yeah, I was going to like ADHD this
Those
and
bros
say,
can't do shit on me.
What was the most shocking like pop culture thing that happened recently that you were like, what the
lately? Pop culture?
Anything that like shook you pop culturally?
No.
Any celebrities doing anything crazy?
Because the government keeps me on my toes at this point. Oh, you know what's a big thing that just happened in the pop culture? These dumbasses going up to space.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that because that's just dumb.
I want to talk about it.
And you know why? And you know why they're doing it?
No, I want to talk about it for 1 second.
But do you know why they're doing it?
I don't care.
You should care.
Well, I know it has something to do with trash.
What space. The fuck?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
WALL-E is going to become a reality.
Yeah.
Where's my chair?
And I'm sitting there listening to all these jokes and these memes. And listen, I'm not a Katy Perry fan.
Well, I did see the video where someone was saying, like, when Katy comes back from space.
Perry is a walking meme.
She really is.
She walks out of it and she's waving at her, and then she has her tiny little dandelion. She just goes... And then they're on the ship, okay? And everybody on the ship is like, come on, Katie, sing us a song. She goes, it's not about me. And then everybody's like, come on. She goes, what a wonderful world. And starts singing that song. I'm not joking, bitch. I'm not joking. And then Gail King gets off of that plane. And you see all these women, and they're like stomping out. They're like, wow. There's a little bell, and they're like, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Gail comes out, and she's like... and walks like she just shit herself. It was, again, and I tell Mom to do this. I go, Mom, if you just watch politics and the world like it's an episode of Real Housewives, it gets really funny real fast. And I'm watching this. Katie motherfucking Perry with her little dandelion. I'm like, are you on ayahuasca? What is going on? And she's just, yeah. I'm like, stop.
I just saved the world.
She is. And then she starts doing her word salad. When they're like, oh, what do you think about this? She goes, like, we're on the planet. And then, like, we're one. And then, like, the sun and the earth and the stars. And then we all get together in dandelions. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Did you hear about how they found, like, an end? And, like, they found a wall out in space.
I don't like that you're talking right now. Stop talking. That made my stomach hurt.
Yes.
No.
I vomited. First of all, space is scary enough as it is, but then they found an end to it.
Oh, I know what to talk about next episode. Yes, no. I don't like that. No, I don't like that at all.
Well, I think we should fucking finish this one because we've been yapping.
Well, cut to
I'm so sorry that this was...
Sam put this part at the end of the video.
I'm hoping that... What?
I'm going to put this at the end of the video.
Oh. Happy birthday!
Guys, I got a birthday gift.
The bag is part of it. Which it's vintage. As in, like, we got this at, like, one of the... we can't say too much, but you know what I mean.
Why? Okay, because
it's from the event.
Oh, it's not like you went to a funeral.
That's all that's in there. Sorry.
No money. Yeah. No.
Sorry.
This bag is chic. C'est la vie. C'est bon. C'est bon.
And then hopefully you like these. Oh,
point it towards me. I love it.
I thought you would. I thought it'd be fun.
I love it.
A fun Dolly Parton one? It's like a banty type thing, you know what I'm saying?
It kind of also reminds me, because she's also in the album, is Cowboy Carter. She's on Cowboy Carter. Reminds me of Cowboy Carter.
Didn't even know that. Do you have that?
No, but I've seen it a million times.
Okay, good.
And the best part about it is these will fit my husband too, so he'll also be very happy.
I know you love a comic one. Now this one, they only had XL, but I was like, it's so cute.
This is huge. Am I
right?
Huge?
Isn't it a huge XL?
Hello, Kitty. Hello, Moto. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Literally cringing. They're cringing.
I'm cringing.
Oh my God, you guys.
Oh, you meant me.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching our episode. We really appreciate you and we love you. And we hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna throw up.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
This was all over the place.
That's every episode.
I know, but sometimes I sit at the end after and I'm like, was that good?
All right, well, we love you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye. Because I sit here thinking, like, would Shelby laugh at this?